Oh, these trash people outside.
Like trash individuals or actual trash people?
No, the the actual trash
She said
people.
these trash people is outside. Hold on.
The only people that be outside are kids, and I wouldn't call a kid
Some
trash.
kids are trash individuals though. Especially kids, because kids don't care. They're self-serving.
They
They be
don't.
trash.
They don't. Did you? Well, no.
No, don't
Let's
do
stay on track.
it. Just go into your, because then I'm gonna get confused about the length too. Just go into your.
Okay. Okay. I'll tell you later if I
Okay.
remember. Okay.
Greetings, strangers. I'm Britt.
And I'm D.
Welcome to another episode of
It's a Strange World After
All. The podcast where we discuss true crime cases, the supernatural, urban legends, conspiracy theories, and all of the things that keep the world strange. I'm back on my mic shenanigans, if you haven't noticed. Back on
It
my
sounds better than the other one, though.
back on my
Yeah.
partner's Xbox headset, holding it down. We
Why
are.
you just don't pack your mic with you? Because it come in a little suitcase.
I know, but I was looking for the stand and I couldn't find the stand. I don't know what I did
You
with
can
it.
just hold it.
I'm not finna do that. That's too much. That's too much. Next time I'll be prepared.
Okay.
Yeah, we're moving through this month. It is the third episode the month of June, Pride Month. So we will continue on and continue sharing stories of those individuals from the LGBTQ plus community. I had a note. I listened back to last week's episode and I just wanted to share that we do realize that transgendered is not synonymous with sexuality necessarily. It's because I had made a because we were talking about it like being like, if you're gay, like, well, who cares? Like, it doesn't matter. Like,
Oh, yeah.
if you're gay, so like, for example, a trans woman wouldn't necessarily be attracted to a man, or like a cisgendered heterosexual man.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to share that. I didn't want anybody to be like, well, are they saying that this person was only gay because they were trans? Or like, no, that's not. We were saying that it
Oh.
was okay to be gay. That was pointed at Gwen's attackers. Like, why are you responding this way?
Yeah.
Like, it's okay if you have a sexual preference. Oh, and Lil Boosie. That was pointed towards Gwen's attackers and Lil Boosie. So Lil Boosie,
That,
if you are gay, it's okay to be gay.
you know what? Something. Because for him to care that much,
Yeah.
like, nobody ever mentions him. It's never provoked.
It's
It's
on his
just him going
spirit.
off for no reason.
He
Yeah.
be on his spirit. Probably could be because he's homophobic, and he could be homophobic because he had those feelings at one
But
time or another.
yeah. And he
Allegedly.
claims he's not homophobic, but
Eh,
it's giving homophobic.
it's
So,
giving.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I just listened to it and was like, I don't know.
In today's episode, we discuss the disappearance of Sage Smith, a 19-year-old transgender woman who vanished nearly 10 years ago in Charlottesville, Virginia. This case has a lot of details, so we will be breaking this into two parts. Two-parter. And there really are a ton of details.
Yeah, a ton of details. Also, I've been looking into our analytics lately, like the listener analytics. Child, who is it? Analytics. Analytics. And y'all's attention span can only take so much, can only handle so much. I know there's a few people that I've talked to that are like someone one day was like, a 30-minute episode? That's just not enough. But I was like, I don't know that you're a
Oh.
majority. So, so yeah. And last week's episode was pretty lengthy. It was close to an hour. So we just want
Yeah,
to
it was.
give you guys just a
Yeah.
break. Let's, and if you
But I
wait,
feel like,
no, go ahead.
oh, huh?
Oh, I was
No, I was gonna say it's kind of a kind of a good thing because if people are listening at work, then I'm pretty sure they wouldn't mind listening to a longer episode.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, you could always save it if you're like one of those that are like, it's not enough. Just wait until the next one is released and listen to them back to back.
Oh, that's what I do.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people tell me that too, that they wait and listen to it.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah, two-parter. I don't have a cool name for two-parters, do I? Because 2 for 1 is not a two-parter, and then there's a 2 for 1 for
Oh.
two, which is 2 stories in one, and then it's 2 parts. I got to come up with some
No, you really don't.
two-parter make you come.
What?
I don't know. I was about to say.
I know what you were about to say.
Let's get into this. I am
You
so
should use
sorry.
that though, but not for this because it's not appropriate for this. But
One day. All right.
oh my god, that threw me off.
My
Okay.
bad. I was really thinking too. I really was thinking of
You were.
something. 2 parts are better than one. I don't know. We'll come up with something.
Oh man.
Stay tuned to figure out what I come up with. Sage Smith was born Dashad LaQuinn Smith on December 13th, 1992. Her parents, Latasha Dennis and Dean Smith, divorced shortly after she was born. Sage was raised by her paternal grandmother in Charlottesville, Virginia, due to an unstable home environment. Uh, who was she with after the divorce? Do we know?
I believe her mom because for a while her dad was in prison. So I believe it was, but I don't know when though. But I believe she was with her mom.
Okay. Last question. I'm sorry. And
Hmm.
and is she an only child or does she have
No.
siblings? Okay. So she has siblings.
Yeah. I think she has a brother.
Okay, a sibling.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder what maybe for like finances or something. Like what was
Maybe I couldn't really. So this, I mainly got the information from one article because that was all I could find. Everything else was either like a news clip. It would have like a little bit in there, but it would be mainly like a news clip. So they didn't really go into detail about like her siblings and stuff like that. But I do think she had a brother. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I noticed that too, that it was like a lot of like just matter of fact articles like this is what happened. This person
Yeah.
was missing. Yeah.
Yeah. When Sage was 12 years old, she met one of her best friends, Shakira Washington. In her teens, Sage came out as transgender, saying she identified as a woman. Her family had always known that she was gay and were waiting on her to feel comfortable enough to come out. I just feel like back then, the fact that her family like accepted it, that's a big deal. Because in the black community back then, like that wasn't, you just kept it to, well, she did keep it to herself, but you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, especially like in the church and stuff
Yeah,
like that. Yeah. So I'm glad her family like accepted it.
I had a friend. I had a friend and they had shared their I guess coming out story
Hmm.
and they told their family and their family was like ugh, like upset, like they were upset that they said it out loud. Like they told them we already knew that
Hmm.
you were gay. We already knew you had these feelings, but it wasn't something that needed to be discussed. And I was just like,
Oh,
that's weird. Like,
yeah.
yeah, like they basically wanted to sweep it under the rug. Like, what you do is what you do, but don't bring it.
Yeah.
home, their mom told them this
Oh.
and was like, "Yeah, I don't want to meet any boyfriends." Or like, if you bring them home, say, "Oh, this is my friend." Like, keep that all under wraps and hide it from the family. Basically, it's like what?
Yeah, that's sad, but that's crazy, but that's how it was though.
But yeah,
Especially if you grew up in the church.
yeah, that's true. And
Yeah.
then yeah, because they probably feel like, oh, this is just a phase, or
Yeah.
you can probably pray it away.
That
Eh.
what was I watching? Okay, let's keep going.
No, what? What were you gonna say?
I can't remember. No, it was a show that I was watching where they basically were doing that to their son. But I cannot remember.
Oh, was it? It was a real show, like, or it wasn't like it wasn't like. Dang, what the reality TV? I don't know why I couldn't think of the word reality TV.
I
It was like an actual show.
It was an actual show,
Ah, that sounds so familiar to me.
but I cannot. It was a while ago that I was watching it, but
I know too on RuPaul's Drag Race, where Monique Hart was saying that she
oh
had to go
yeah,
through that.
yeah,
Yeah. Sage's father, Dean, had trouble accepting her as transgender and told her he didn't want any more contact with her. Dean would eventually reconnect with Sage and they formed a close bond.
yeah. That was after he got out of prison.
Okay. So
Yeah,
he turned his life around.
yeah,
I mean, good for them. I will say, for any parents that are like, for any parents, I think that that's a shame for you to write off your child because of their those kinds of choices, when it's
yeah,
yeah, because you don't know the type of person that you're missing out on. Like, I get the whole, let's just talk about what do you call it, like a heteronormative reality, or what your future looks like. So it's supposed to be, oh, I'm a little girl, I'm gonna grow up, I'm gonna have a husband and kids, or like I'm saying from the parents perspective, like, say you have a son in their case, and it's like, okay, he's gonna meet a good wife and all this other stuff, and you have this future planned for him. So I get how there can be some, like, I guess, confusion, or even some turmoil, I guess, like, with that concept. But then it's just like, who's to say, like, especially with the Gwen Roja case, her mom was in love with, like, you know what I mean, like, she ended up
yeah,
getting a daughter that she would have never had, and she's found this beautiful person. Like, you don't know what you could be missing out on, is what I'm trying to
yeah,
say, because you're so quick to write them off. But it's like, I'm sorry, their future doesn't look like, what you planned for them. But at the end of the day, this is their life that they have to live.
yeah,
But luckily, he turned around. He came around.
yeah. Sage found her transition to be difficult due to the constant bullying she experienced. In March 2012, she moved into her own apartment and invited Shakira and another friend, Aubrey Carson, to live with her. The apartment was nicknamed the Dollhouse Mansion because of its pink walls, and the girls would frequently throw parties.
On the night of November 19th, 2012, the friends threw a party at the apartment to celebrate Shakira's 19th birthday. At some point during the party, a girl showed up and said she wanted to fight one of Sage's friends over a man. That's how I figured you said it. Over some man. She came to fight over some nigga.
I know, that's what I was going to say.
uh, the girls went outside and Sage started fighting someone named Jamel Smith. How Sage get into a fight?
I feel like she was just like taking up for her friend.
She's like, y'all not about to come in here into
Yeah.
my house. Where the friend at?
Yeah.
Who's the friend? Where the
Shakira.
friend? Okay.
Well, it just says to fight, but I think it was Shakira.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. At about 11:20 p.m., the police showed up and Jamel filed a report against Sage for damaging his car. No one was arrested and the police left. Shortly after the fight, Shakira called some of her friends to pick her up and they left the next morning. Shakira said that Sage was upset with her because she felt that she should have helped her in the altercation. So maybe it wasn't Shakira. Maybe it was another friend. And Shakira was just sitting there.
But then also though, it could be Shakira because I mean, who was she there to fight? Like, I would be upset, more upset if she did come to fight Shakira and I got into a fight and Shakira was just sitting
Oh,
there.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, it wasn't really clear. It was just a fight.
Yeah, that broke out.
Yeah.
On November 21st, 2012, at around 5 p.m., Sage was home getting ready for a date. At 5:40 p.m., she woke Aubrey up to tell her she was leaving and would be back later that evening. A few hours later, Aubrey awoke, but Sage wasn't there. When she called her cell phone, it kept going straight to voicemail. She thought this was odd because Sage always had her phone and charger on her.
Aubrey contacted a few friends and learned that Sage's stepsister, Kiara Morgan, saw her the night before at about 6:30 p.m. Kiara said she was walking to the bus stop and saw Sage talking on the phone. She didn't know who she was talking to, but she remembered hearing her say that she would be there in 5 minutes.
Aubrey then called Cookie, Sage's grandmother, who immediately knew something was off. She told Aubrey to wait until 10 p.m. and if Sage didn't come home to report her missing. On November 22nd, 2012, the Charlottesville Police Department started their investigation into Sage's disappearance. This is, the day after.
Yeah. They immediately suspected foul play because they were aware of the violence that those who are transgender face. They collected statements from Sage's friends and family to try and put together a timeline of her movements. However, according to Aubrey, the police hadn't taken the case as seriously as they let on. She said they only asked for Sage's name, birthday, and picture.
Yeah, I thought, yeah, because I would think that they would ask things like, who would she have spoken to last? Is she seeing anyone? Does she have any enemies? Like
Yeah.
that kind of thing. I feel like, no, go ahead.
No, I was just about
Oh,
to agree.
I was about to say, I feel like, I guess maybe I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. A lot of times when someone's reporting a missing person, that they try to remain like calm, like they do a lot to try to keep the family calm. I guess is what I'm saying. Like, we're not gonna call it like an emergency or anything yet. It could just be that they're like out partying.
Oh, yeah, but then a lot of time they use that as an excuse not to do an
Right.
investigation. So it could feel like it could go either way, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt for
Yeah, for now,
now.
but then it's just like, well, actually, no, because when there are actual missing persons cases, it is typically like someone coming in, especially depending on their age or their behavior, like the day of or even the next day, and they're like, no, I was supposed to meet them. This is out of their character. Like,
Yeah.
do something about it. So then, no, you should. I think you should treat every missing persons or a missing person report the same. Because I mean, if you get them often, oh well, I'm sorry, that's your job. Like, if you get the teen that just ran
Yeah.
away and is with her boyfriend, well, oh well, you're gonna find that teen that's with their boyfriend and bring them home. Like,
Yeah, and I will say that at least they did start to look into it because, most of them are like, oh, you have to wait 48 hours. This was the
oh
next
yeah,
day.
that's true.
So at least they did that. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt
That's
for
true.
now.
I think it was in that podcast, the one with Misha Collins. That the lady was like, it could be by state, but that's not an actual rule. Like, no, if
Oh,
you are adamant
yeah.
that something's wrong, they have to look into it as soon. They have to file a report as soon as you
Yeah.
report it.
When her friend got lost in the
Yeah.
woods and she was trying to report it. Okay, yeah. I
What's the
remember
name
that.
of it again?
Bridgewater. It's actually pretty good, and I don't even like podcasts like that.
Scripted podcast.
Scripted podcasts. I'm not really into that, but that one was good.
It is good. From what I've heard so far, it is pretty good. Podcast plug. I'm gonna start calling those podcast plugs.
Oh yeah.
Investigators subpoenaed Sage's cell phone records. The process was going to take a few days. So the family decided to take matters into their own hands. They guessed her password and accessed the records for themselves. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh
I thought that
yeah.
that was very proactive of the family.
Yep.
Her last known contact was with an unknown person and an out of state number. Sage's father, Dean, posted the number on Facebook and was contacted by a person named Yami Ortiz. They revealed that the number belonged to a man by the name of Eric McFadden.
And I didn't know if if Yami was a man or a woman because they didn't really specify. Because I was like, was it another? I don't know. I don't know if it was a man or a woman.
What are you trying to say? Were they also
Because they may have been transgender, but they like, and I looked for it because she said, well, I'm about to say it, but she was dating Eric. So I'm thinking she was transgender.
that Yami or
Yeah.
Ortiz? Was she also dating Eric?
Yeah, I just said I just said
Oh,
that.
I thought you were talking about
Oh, Sage,
Sage.
no.
Because it said Yami said
Oh,
Sage
wait.
was dating Eric.
Oh, I must have looked at another article, but they because I was trying to figure out if that was a man or a woman because I couldn't find a picture. I only could find pictures of Sage and Eric
Oh,
because she's pretty important to this. Well, yeah, important to the story. So that's why I was trying to find information, but I couldn't find anything.
oh. I could get that oh well, yeah, that they were connected through her. Like maybe they did mess around a little bit
Yeah.
or have some sort of a past.
Yeah, because I was like, I was trying to look for any kind of connection, but
It's tough.
yeah. Yami said Sage was dating Eric, who wasn't open about his sexuality. Dean found out that Sage and Eric met online, most likely through one of Sage's casual encounters ads on Craigslist. At the time, Eric was in a relationship with a woman named Esther Avini and had paid Sage money to keep their relationship a secret. Yami provided Dean with a picture of Eric, which he posted on Facebook. Yeah, because I was trying to see how does she have his. Oh, I ain't even talking in the mic. How does she even have his picture unless she went and took it from his social
I get what you're
media?
saying. I get what you're saying. It would make sense too though if that was um like how Sage put out that ad on Craigslist, maybe Yami was doing the same thing.
Oh,
And
okay,
maybe
yeah,
she was like, and I don't know if that's just are they indicating that she was turning tricks or
yeah.
okay, so yeah,
Because
maybe
casual
she
encounters, that's what that. Don't ask me how I know, but that's what that's for.
we should have a casual instead of close encounters, casual encounter. Just some sort of a sitcom. I don't know, but yeah, okay. So yeah, usually women will share their tricks. So maybe she like put her. She really was a connection. She introduced them to each other
Oh,
allegedly.
maybe.
We
Yeah.
don't know for sure, people. And then, dang, Craigslist, it's crazy. I mean, people still use Craigslist today, but it's just crazy though, like what people were putting on Craigslist, especially like then, like looking for
Man.
roommates on Craigslist, like, huh?
Yeah, I remember that Lifetime movie. Was because I think it was based on the Craigslist killer though. But I it was a whole Craigslist killer.
Yeah, out there killing people.
Yeah.
Man,
I couldn't.
no. And then I remember I had a roommate that was about to leave. I ain't gonna put you on blast. That was about to break like their lease because we all signed the lease together, and we were like, "Nah, you finna find somebody to like take your place. If anything, you either gonna finish out the lease." It was like, I'll put an ad on Craigslist." We was like, "Hell no, you not finna put no ad on Craigslist. That's what you not finna
Man.
do." It ended up working out. A family member was coming to the same area as he was leaving. We were like, we
Oh,
trust your
okay.
family member more. His family,
Yeah.
we trust your family member more than some. And it was one of the dudes that responded was like middle aged, like a middle aged white man.
Wait,
We were in college.
he put an ad on there for real?
Yeah, for real. Cause I don't think I'm misremembering this. Cause I remember like the prospects, and I was like, I remember telling my mom, why would some middle aged man want to live with teenage? Cause we were like
You
19 at
know
the
why.
time. Man,
You know why.
19 a black chick, a gay dude, and a cat. You want to live with that?
Not a cat.
Yeah, that cat was traumatized too.
Oh my god.
But anyway, but yeah, no, crazy. That's crazy. Just crazy. What people used to do
Yeah.
and still try to do. A group of officers conducted a grid search of Main Street and the surrounding area with the hopes of finding Sage. They went to nearby businesses for surveillance footage, but nothing was captured. Police conducted a search of Harris Street and around the University of Virginia on November 24th. How did they not find no footage? This is 2012.
Yeah. You know what?
Like,
A
absolutely
lot of
none.
places just have surveillance cameras just because
That's true.
they don't really work. Cause yeah.
Especially in certain areas, and then they have like the sign, and it's
Yeah.
like, smile, you're on camera. You probably
Cause
not.
like at my place of employance, so one time one time somebody got fired and they went and got a brick and threw it in their manager's window, like busted his car windows out. And so they were looking at the surveillance and the police are like, oh, it doesn't work. It's just there just to scare
It's
people.
just there.
I was like, what's the point? So I say all that to say a lot of places they just have cameras just for decoration.
Just for show, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, what kind of neighborhood were they in?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, because I was like, they don't care about certain neighborhoods. I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we don't.
Yeah. I don't think it was like the best neighborhood.
Yeah, they don't care.
Cause I mean it's well not kids, but this is a bunch of teenagers.
Your money's tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That same day, Esther called authorities and asked them to perform a welfare check on Eric. When they arrived, no one was home, so they left. When officers contacted Eric's place of employment, they were told he hadn't showed up for 3 days. Soon after, police went public with the information regarding the possible link between Eric's and Sage's disappearances. So he's basically missing now.
But this was after. Wait, no. I'm sorry. He went missing after they released the information, or he went missing and then they released it.
He went missing and then they released it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
how many days is this from
From
the day?
Sage?
Yeah, from the day of her disappearance. Is it 3 days? No, it's not.
No, they're figuring he had been missing for 3 days because he hadn't shown up for work for 3 days. This is probably, honestly, it didn't say
Well, let's see,
like how
because
far in between.
she went missing on the
The
21st,
20s.
right?
Yeah.
So three days. Is my math off?
Let me look.
Because this was the 24th. This happened on the 24th, correct?
What?
Uh, Wait, am I
Oh,
thinking
you
about
did
this
say
wrong?
something. Lord, we is.
Hold on. And I'm just like, am I thinking about this wrong? Okay, so they said he hadn't showed up for 3 days. So he had been missing for
Yeah.
3 days. But okay, that was on the
Oh,
24th. Yeah, and then she went missing
so
on.
yeah, the 24th. Because the same day Esther called them. So yeah, the 24th.
So that's 3 days, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So he hadn't been to work
Since,
since her disappearance.
yeah,
Look at
that's.
us.
Wait, the listeners probably had already conducted
I
it
know.
about 5 minutes ago. Like, somebody's yelling into their either car stereo, headphones, wherever you are. They're like, it's 3 days, damn
Oh my
it.
God. It is probably dawn. It's gonna be dawn.
Ah, do y'all look anything up? Do y'all do research? We
Oh
just
my
live our
God.
lives.
That is
Uh,
hilarious. It took us a long time.
It was right there. It was right there. That was probably the emphasis for why that said
Oh
three
my
days.
God.
He's been missing for 3 days. What happened 3 days before she went missing? Oh, all right.
Oh, this is hilariously ridiculous.
No, it's honestly probably just been a long day for the both of us,
Yeah.
and for
Yeah.
me, a long a long life in general. Anywho, so yeah, 3 days. Okay. So this is where we come to what I will call a pit stop. That's all you get this episode. You got to tune in next week to find out more about Sage's and now Eric's disappearance.
Yes.
Do you have any thoughts about what we've done so far?
So far, I'm looking at Eric. That's about it. In my mind, it's him, but
It is
you know,
pretty suspicious. It is pretty
yeah.
suspicious. Yeah, same. Looking at Eric, who is Eric?
Yeah.
Who you was that? Yeah, was she supposed to meet Eric that night?
Oh, we didn't say, did we say that?
No, that's why I'm. Yeah, that's where we'll go
Oh,
with me here.
we didn't.
Jeez, you're gonna ruin the. Yeah, no. The only thing that happened was
Her
that Yami.
stepsister.
Yeah, her stepsister saw her. She was talking to someone.
And said she would be there in 5 minutes.
Yes, and then this Yami person came and said that they were dating.
Oh, Sage and Eric were dating.
Yes, that Sage and Eric were dating, but it was never revealed that that's if that was who she was supposed to meet that night.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah. And not to mention, he is in a whole relationship with Esther.
that's true.
Esther is such an old name.
It is an old. Well, I have a friend that I went to school with named Esther, but it is an old lady name.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Possibilities. But yeah, that's it. That's all, folks, for that. For this portion.
Did you have anything else to add?
No, I don't believe I did.
Okay.
Little Boosie, it's okay if you're gay.
Oh my God. Speaking of, since we're almost done, so there was a video.
Do I need to pause it though? Because it's gonna throw me off. Okay.
Yeah. I thought you were gay. Explain this. Why you start back?
Hey, because we talked about him last episode. You said Little Nas X was a video of him
motorboating a woman in a club.
in a club.
And people were like, if you're gay, explain this. And he is hilarious. So turns out the woman was trans, and I don't know who found that out because he didn't say it or whatever, but he retweeted it and he was like, I will beat these straight allegations every single time. I said, he is so stupid.
That's funny. And
I don't even follow him, and I keep seeing everything.
I follow him on TikTok, and I did not see that. But
this was on Twitter.
I still stand behind the fact that I don't care what you identify as, a good pair of titties.
And he was really
and a nice booty. He probably was in that thing. It don't matter your sexuality. You can appreciate a nice pair of tatas. That's all I'm saying.
I just thought that was funny. He is so funny to me.
That is funny.
Okay. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at It's a Strange World Podcast, Twitter at Pod Strange World, and on Facebook and TikTok at It's a Strange World After All. Also, turn on those notifications for our Instagram posts so that you can keep up with our hashtag Myth Mondays and hashtag Strange Saturdays posts.
Yes, we would love to hear from you. Let us know what you can let us know, honestly, what you think about this format. If you think it's like whack and you're like, just release the whole episode.
Oh, I was like, what format?
The two-parter.
Oh.
Then just let us know, because this is experimental. Of course, if there's like super long episodes, then we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do what we want to do regardless. But let us know how you like that format. If there is anything in the world of strange or any true crime cases that you would like us to cover, let us know. Have you ever heard a strange bump in the night? Have you ever seen shadow figures moving about? Have you ever stumbled upon something unexplainable? We want to know about it, and with your permission, share it with our listeners. You can email those submissions to itsastrangeworldafterall@gmail.com or DM us at any other social media platforms D mentioned. Even if you just want to say, hey there, we'll be here.
Thank you for tuning into another episode of
It's a strange world after all. And thank you as always for keeping it strange with us.
Thank you. Bye.
Dang, I was like, you ain't even gonna thank the people. You ain't even gonna tell them bye. Thank you, bye, listeners.
I was distracted.
I could tell. Bye, guys.